Hey guys, back here in the shop at Jantz Studios on day 2 of this set design and construction project. I just wanted to share a little bit more. I'm kind of refining the design, thinking more about the materials. I got a whole big pile of lumber here, and then I bought this insulation. It's kind of a step up from fiberglass insulation. It's supposed to be a little bit more healthy for your lungs, for one thing. That's kind of important. And also it's supposed to have a little bit better sound dampening. So we'll get into that in the next couple of days, and I'll show you how that goes after I get the frames all set up. But I've also been working a little bit on refining my design, and I got some more fabric. So let me take you to the other part of the studio so we can take a look and see what I got going on there. Okay, so in my previous video on episode 1, I just had this one sheet of fabric that had this really cool pattern on it, and I really wanted to make more of the set with that. So I went back to the fabric store and I got this whole huge piece here. Let me stand back so that way I can incorporate that. And then I also laid out this other piece, though this one doesn't have, it's a very similar color, but it doesn't have the pattern. I've also picked up some paint swashes, and I'm trying to figure out which paint is the closest to the one that I want here. All right, let's take you over here and I can show you what I got going on my laptop. Here's the puppets. They're anxiously awaiting the construction of their flying saucer. So I've been working in Google SketchUp a little bit here, and I changed my design a little bit. So I changed the shape of the centerpiece a little bit because I want it to complement the shapes that are in the fabric. I'm gonna kind of work in here to figure out if I have enough fabric to make the things as the sizes that they are. Right now this is 5'6" wide and 3 foot tall. So I could go a little bit wider with the fabric that I have. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of lay out some pieces of wood and refine that shape, and then I can go back in here and change it a little bit in SketchUp, and then I can start building these frames. Okay, so what I thought I would do is use these boards, which are going to be the same boards I'm going to use to make the frame so they're the right width. And I'm going to line them up on the fabric so that way I can kind of see how this size plays into the size of the fabric, and also how it works with the pattern that's already on the fabric. So I'll just kind of lay these out, and then we'll see how it goes. So you can see there's diagonals in the pattern. Now if I put this board in there at approximately a 45-degree angle, it might look good from far away, but then it's going to have all these weird spots where the pattern's just not consistent. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to pick up on the diagonal of the pattern that's already in place and keep it parallel with some of these lines. It's going to be hard to figure out where it's going to intersect because the fabric will stretch a little bit, but something like that. Okay, so I think the best thing to do, since this shape is so much different, I'm just going to kind of pull this one right out of here, and then we'll start over with a completely new shape. All right, well, I think that's gonna work. So on the next video, I'm gonna start building these wood frames. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and if you're in my C2 pipeline group, join us for the Zoom meeting so we can have a chat and I can answer any questions that you might have about how all this is gonna work and how it's gonna come together. All right, we'll talk to you soon.